Rockland County, but for law enforcement in general across the country. We saw domestic terrorism brought right here to Rockland County. I was in high school. I was actually a member of the football team, and our football practice was abruptly cut short, and we were told that we had to go home. Doors had to be locked. There was a manhunt that was on. I remember it as if it was yesterday. It was a chilly fall day, beautiful fall day. It had rained earlier, and really, that's a memory that's emblazoned in my mind and in my heart. In the following weeks and months, as the case unfolded, as there was incredible police work, as people were arrested, nobody ever thought that any of these folks would ever see the light of day. If you killed a cop, you went to prison for the rest of your life. But, in prior years, people were put to death for that with capital punishment. We don't have that. And it's just absolutely stark that not only have a number of these folks been let out, but that people that have committed serious crimes would be considered to be allowed to vote. There's something about justice. You have to pay the price. Justice, we hear all about restorative justice, right, under the DEI metric. And the reality is that there's a price to be paid. When you take someone's life, there's a price that has to be paid. And that price should be, if you kill a cop, you're never allowed to see the light of day, and never, frankly, should be allowed to vote. So I want to thank Congressman Lawler for stepping up, as he always does, for law enforcement and bringing these issues to light. We cannot have somebody in office who's going to be able to spout some of these ideas. We've seen the effects of this. The Clarkstown Police Department, very proud of it. It's the largest police department in the town in New York State. We have 161 sworn officers. The amount of activity that's taking place because of bail reform has really put our cops behind the eight ball. It's made people unsafe. Quality of life crimes have risen. And we need to do everything we can to restore sanity, not just in Albany, but in Washington. And I want to thank the Congressman for doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor. And now we'll take some questions from the press. But I just want to reiterate, at the end of the day, this is a stark contrast between two candidates. One, me, who has a record and history of supporting law enforcement, both with my votes, but as well my rhetoric, versus a candidate in Mondaire Jones who has championed some of the most insane anti-law enforcement, pro-criminal policies anywhere, from defunding the police to cashless bail to allowing cop killers and child rapists and murderers the right to vote, to really supporting a anti-law enforcement stand, calling cops racist, white supremacists, calling ICE agents terrorists, wanting to defund ICE, complaining that ICE received billions of dollars to do their job. This is who Mondaire Jones is. And no matter how much he tries to cover it up now, no matter how much he tries to walk it back, no matter how much he tries to lie about my record, his record is very clear. And that's why law enforcement across this district, across this state, and across this country supports me. And, he should just be honest about his record and his beliefs, and stop gaslighting the public by trying to walk back every crazy radical idea that he has previously embraced.